Hi everyone, this is Tara at Hidden Lotus Tarot. Before I get started, I would first like to say a huge thank you to all of my new subscribers. I'm really shocked that I have subscribers. I'm very shocked. And all of the lovely messages and emails that have been coming in. I want to thank you so much for subscribing. That makes me feel very, very good. Lets me know that I'm doing a pretty good job. So let me start out by saying anytime that you see me come on and post a video up and the cards have already been laid out, this was basically a spread that was for myself, but that I feel that there were messages that needed to come through. The message once I started reading was that I need to share this. So let me show you what I started out with. And it wasn't a question, again, that was asked. I was actually sitting on my back porch watching, it's about to be dusk, and watching the bunny rabbits come out. And I haven't touched my cards since the last video. I think that was on the 2nd of August that we uploaded. And I was sitting on the back porch looking at the bunny rabbits, and something said, go get the cards. So here I am with the cards. And I laid the cards out, shuffled them, and cut them, and I laid them, and this is what I got. I started out with just 5 cards, going from left to right. And I came up with the Ace of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the Hermit. Yeah, there's a Hermit. Not my favorite card. That's actually me. That's the zodiac sign Virgo. That's me. Ooh, yeah. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Now, what caught my eye was the fact that the Hermit came out in the center of the card. So I looked at it and I looked at it and I'm like, okay, well, Ace of Wands, we know that's something new. The 6 of Cups is something related to maybe childhood, the home, maybe something from the past. We already know from the reading a few days ago that we are being blocked by the universe. So ultimately there are forces that are beyond our control, and we have been asked to do some self-work on ourselves, not to make any sudden moves, not to do anything, right? And then we've got the 2 of Pentacles and we've got the Ace of Swords. Well, I just had an unexpected financial expense come up and it kind of threw my budget off. So I was reading that as this is, finances, yeah? And it worried me a little bit. That's what we see with the ships going on in the background, our emotions. If this is happening to you, it's something minor, but there's a truth in this, okay? And let me explain. That's what I got just from those 5 cards, What bugged me were the Ace of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So I said, well, let me lay 5 more cards. And I did. I got the Moon, which we're going to place here, the Queen of Pentacles, oddly enough, the Hanged Man, the 10 of Wands, and the Justice card. So once I laid out these additional 5 cards, it started to make a little bit more sense to me. Again, what I found to be odd was that we had the Hangman come out in the center of the reading, right underneath the Hermit. So this is like a double message telling us to work on ourselves, stop, don't move. That's a message we got just a few days ago. But then it dawned on me that I'm actually looking at 2 situations that are separated by these 2 big spiritual cards, 2 big major arcana cards. This has to do with finances. We've already said that. You've got 2 things going on at once, and they're separate. They're kind of tied in together, but they're actually separate. So based upon looking at these 4 cards here, 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Justice card, basically what this situation tells me is that yes, finances, may be a bit off kilter. There's a truth in that. So maybe we need to go back and rework our budget, or try to find someplace else to trim the fat. But that if we continue working, you know, and this is difficult, it's always difficult when you feel like you're a little short on money or things didn't quite go the way that you thought they would financially. Keep working at it because it's all going to come out right in the end. Okay? There. To clarify that, oh my God, I got a bug in my throat. I wanted to make sure that the message that it was all going to come out right. I laid 3 Sibylla cards. And the reason I'm telling you about the Sibylla cards now is because I'm going to put these cards away here in just a moment. Because this is what we want to focus on. And I got the safe, the limoneo, okay, the intimacy, and the Costanza, or the Constance. I'm going to keep this card out because it kind of relates to this in here with these 3. What I'm going to do is remove these. And I'm going to explain to you what these 3 cards mean in relation to this. So, the way I'm looking at this, we're left with the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Hermit, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hangman. The story with these 4 cards, because again, this is a separate event. This is where we're being asked to stop. Something new has come in. It is something that is related either to childhood, your childhood home, memories, nostalgic memories. But this can also, this cup can also, this card can also represent an ex-lover, a past life connection, a past life lover. Okay? We have the Moon. This thing is very new, and there's something we don't know about it yet. Remember, we kind of got that vibe in the reading a few days ago. That's why we're being asked to stop. This card is telling us that we're going to have to use our intuition in this. Okay? Now, this Queen of Pentacles, oddly enough, in the last 2 readings, it has been the King of Pentacles that has come up. So we're going to take a look at this. What I'm seeing from these 2 cards, the Six of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. This is a water sign. These are 2 people. This is a water sign and an earth sign. Again, that's backed up by the Hermit, also astrologically the Virgo card, and the Hangman that represents Neptune, which rules Pisces, a water sign. We're not going to actually subscribe that, but what we're dealing with is a water sign and an earth sign. The thing about this is the earth sign is behaving as the water sign. The water sign is behaving as the earth sign. Okay? Now, given that I just said that, we go back and we remember the King of Pentacles. I'm reading this as a male energy. And the reason that it's presenting as a female is because it is the water energy acting like earth. Water is feminine. It is receptive. It is about emotions. Yes? I'm reading this still as a man. It could be a woman. It very well could be. But the energy that's coming off the card for me is a male energy. But someone who, let's say, is very, very in touch with their feminine side. Okay? Whatever this is, perhaps you met this person. It is something new. It could be a friend from your past, high school, childhood friend, someone from your hometown. Yes? Or it very well could be a past life connection. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more because it does kind of come out in the spread. Whatever this new thing is, this new thing has you pretty excited. Maybe you guys, this person, you click with this person. It could be someone even that you work with. that might be new, that has just come into the work environment, and it's somebody that immediately you felt like you clicked with. It was an easy rapport. You like the way they think. Maybe that you like the way they dress. You know, it's just something about them. It's as if, you know, you thinking maybe we could really be friends. This is cool. But there's something we don't know about this person. There's something that we don't know. Okay? So I took the Vita Sibylla cards. We've already read on I read on the Hermit. And what I got on the Hermit, I received the Widower, the Prisoner, and the Reunion. Now, if we go back to the principle that this is earth behaving as water, this is water behaving as earth, we're going to take that same thing with these two cards. This is water behaving as earth. This is earth behaving as water. This person, and this has come up before, is a very sad and lonely person who feels extremely tied down. Okay? But they're not tied down in terms of finances or financial worries or anything of that nature. This is an emotional tie down, something from the past, okay? And oddly enough, it comes out on top of the Hermit, so they're like not moving too. But there is a reunion coming. Yes, some type of reunion. Now, given that, a lot of readers ascribe to this card. Not only is it a card of childhood, memories, home, and nostalgia, some readers also ascribe this card as being the soulmate card and the card of reconciliation and reunions. Okay, I'm throwing that out there because I kind of think it's significant. I'm not trying to imply that if there is someone you've been waiting on, that person is going to come back. Okay, they very well may, but this is really not a love reading. So let's just go with what the cards are saying. At least I'm going to tell you what the cards are saying based upon my interpretation of them. So if we look at these cards, it says reunion. So if this is really a past lover, or ex-lover, some type of past connection, perhaps there is some type of, this is backing that up, that this is a reunion. Perhaps someone has come in, and even if it's another female, if you met a new female friend on a job, it could also be a past life connection with that person as well, okay? So I went and I looked at, with the Vita Sibylla, the Six of Cups. And what I got was the move or the travel, happiness, and again, the house comes up, okay? So if I'm going to look at these cards based upon with the Ace of Wands, perhaps there is literally, if we're just going to look at the card literally as having to do with home, nostalgia, childhood, perhaps there's you decided just suddenly or recently that you're going to take a trip back to your home, to your childhood home, maybe go back and visit friends, maybe someone's getting married, maybe there's some type of celebration because we have the Alegria, which says, you know, celebration with family and friends. So maybe there's an event coming up, and this is why you're so excited about it. These are perhaps people you haven't seen in quite a while. And yes, indeed, you're going to be going home. All right, just on the face value of it, which again is going to say there's a reunion there. But the underlying message that I'm getting with the Widower and the Prisoner card, if we're looking at it from a romantic perspective, something from the past has shown up. Whether you know it or not that it's from the past. Maybe you do. Maybe this person is known to you from the past. But maybe this is that past life connection that I'm speaking of. This person has touched something in you, and it is like a celebration. You feel happy, you feel excited. You're having these emotions that you can't quite get a handle on why you're feeling that way. It makes you excited, passionate. And again, this card is also, we can look at this as the home of the true heart. So you're being affected within your emotions. Okay? I hope this is making sense to you, because it kind of threw me for a loop. So I came down and I'm like, well, we know that this person, it's involving this person, this water sign person who's behaving as earth. So I want to take a look at that. You know, we knew from a few days ago that this King of Pentacles was looking back over cups, and he was looking back over death, and he was looking back over, you know, pentacles. He was looking over a whole bunch of stuff, a situation. I think this is the same person. I laid the Sibylla cards out, and the most interesting trio came up, and it literally, I'm still not quite really clear on what this message is. I'm going to try to interpret it the best that I can. What came up is the Thief, and to me, this card is like the Seven of Swords in the weight deck. The Letter, so obviously some communication, and the cards are telling you that this communication is going to be very important because the conversation comes up behind it. Now, I was saying that with this card, with the Moon card, there's something that we don't know about this person. Given that this may truly involve a home, a dwelling, a physical dwelling, this card says to me that you should be cautious around this new person. You should spend time communicating with this person and having conversations with this person, because it is through this communication that you're going to be able to ignite your intuition about what is hidden about this person. Okay? It could literally mean that someone may try to come in and take something from you. I'm kind of not reading it that way. What I'm reading it is that this person feels as if something was taken away from them, you know. And if this is a past life connection, maybe this person really realizes it and you don't know it yet. The signs haven't, or maybe the signs have been coming and you haven't been aware of it. And maybe he feels like he lost out on you in the past life. So maybe something was taken from him, and this person wants to communicate, is trying to communicate, perhaps is not able to fully communicate yet, but that conversations are going to be coming. So look at it in two ways. If this is somebody new coming in, this is somebody new coming in, but be cautious around the person. Don't allow the person in too much to your energetic space, your psychic space, your emotional space, and or your physical space, until you can figure out what it is, how this person is going to fit into the big picture. Okay? That's the message. Now, remember I said to you that Neptune rules like Pisces, the water sign. So I'm like, well, why is the Hangman coming out here and next to this card? I pulled the Sibylla cards, and I got the Enemy, the Sacerdote, which is the spiritual man, or like priest, counselor, and the Disgrace card. This card means misfortune. It's kind of like the Tower card, okay? You can see similarities there. So I'm looking back over this cards, and I'm like, God, what is this? You know, something is coming, something is happening. While we are being asked to do the work on ourselves, there's some other force that's going around. There's something swirling around us that we're not able to see just yet. Maybe this is occurring for somebody. Maybe it hasn't occurred. Maybe it started already. You know, maybe it's something that's coming. I really can't get a handle on the energies. I took, I don't know, another 10 minutes looking at this trio of cards. And the only way that I can read it where it made any sense, this is a person who's coming in. This person is an enemy who is coming in as a friend. Now, either this person is going to cause you some misfortune, or misfortune surrounds this person. You know, one of those people that they always got bad luck, you know, some bad always happening to them, you know. Taken together, with this card, the cards are telling me to urge strongly that you really be very cautious with this new person that is coming in. I am unable to get any more out of that. And I think it's just quite odd because here you are, you're being still, you're doing your inner work. Who is this person that's coming in? Someone is coming in. Someone is coming in, and they're coming in under the guise of a friend. But this person means you, they don't mean you good. Or they're going to, not saying that they're like a, I don't know, a really sneaky, low down, evil, nasty character person. Just to be cautious with this person. Be very, very cautious with this person. I just met somebody new that had that feeling, oh, wow, you know, we've been laughing and talking, yucking it up for the past few days. So this is a message for me too. Now, the reason why I say that this is something karmic is because we know that justice deals with karma, right? It is a decision. This is also a huge spiritual card. I mean, so far we have the Hermit, the Hangman, Justice, and the Moon. So I pull the 3 Sibylla cards on the Justice to see, well, because I feel that it's also tied into this. What could be the possible outcome of this? If we use our intuition, we don't make too many sudden moves, we keep our eye open, we keep the lines of communication open so that we can gather more information, about this person, what's going on with this person. Underneath the Justice card, it's all going to be okay. Safety, security, you're going to be okay. You may even learn a little bit more something about intimacy. You're going to learn a bit more about this person. And this card, I'm having a very difficult time. This is Constance. I'm not exactly sure how this is fitting in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a few more days. I'm going to do another spread because this theme seems to keep coming up. Money, finances surrounding emotions, love, romance. I'm going to look at this again. Hold on. Safety and security. Intimacy. Not only getting to know this person, but getting to know yourself and being constant in that knowledge. Everything's going to turn out all right. So we've been, you saw me whining the other day about being stuck. So I said, well, let me pull another card. Let me put these other cards back out so we can get a clearer view of everything that came out. Okay? Now, we are back to the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Moon, the Queen of Coins, the Hangman, the Ten of Wands, and the Justice card, the original 10 cards that I laid out. So I'm like, well, really, what's going on? It's like all doom and gloom. I pulled another card. Guess what showed up? The Chariot, which I placed right here. So that's 3 big major cards down the center. I think what this is telling us, people, is that we're going to be able to move soon. Okay? Soon could be, that's relative in the universal time. To make sure that that's what I'm getting. Suspiety. Now, I called her Hope, I think, in the last reading. She's actually longing. Morte, death, and the female servant. That's what came out over the Chariot cards. So I read this to say movement is coming. We're longing to move, right? But that longing is going to come to an end because we're going to start to move. But that perhaps it's going to be done, the help is going to come through a female friend. That's why I'm saying to you, if this person, and again, this may not even be a female friend, but that perhaps help is coming, someone with feminine qualities. Even though we've got these kind of negative cards like the thief and someone coming in as a friend who will cause misfortune, maybe they only have misfortune around them. So that's why I say to you, keep this person, at arm's length. Keep them at arm's length. Conversate with them. Get to know them. But again, hold a little something back from yourself, for yourself. Just keep them. Be careful. Okay. That's one other thing. It just came to me. I remembered. I wanted to verify that this person was a water sign, that really was a water sign, and it wasn't just something that I was picking up from my own experience. And on the bottom of the deck, we got the King of Cups. So this definitely involves a water sign. I'm sorry if this reading is kind of, scattered. It's not making a lot of sense. Go back and look over it a few more times if you need to. But the main message is that we've got this situation with finances. Everything's going to be okay, even though it's a little chaotic right now. Okay? But there's something over here that's going on that has to do with something from the past, someone from the past, something from the past that we need to be aware of and be vigilant about. And don't give up hope, because we will be able to move soon. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hit me up in the comment section if you want to let me know if this might have resonated with you. And also, I'd forgotten, I do personal readings. So if you'd like to, perhaps get a personal reading with me, you can email me at the email address listed in the links below. So thank you so much. Again, all of you subscribers, thank you so much, and have a good evening. Bye.